Hello and welcome to Mans Who Play Mons, episode 41. This, of course, is our randomized Generation 1 Pokemon Battle Recap Twitch show. I am one of your hosts, Ilya.
I'm your other host, Matt.
How's it hanging?
Oh, you know,
I don't know. I have no idea how you're doing. We have not been talking for about 20 minutes before the show started.
of course not.
I
I'm all
This
right.
is called the magic of cinema.
I'm going to say I am all right. I
Okay,
put my status at all right.
so
Um,
and
I'm
to what do you owe being all right?
I'm presently dog sitting.
Okay,
Uh, I would say generally I like dogs.
yeah,
Um, this particular I'm gonna actually not say that word that much in case the animal in
dogs.
question starts hearing that word and recognizing it.
Oh, how about canine?
Because
You could call them canines.
the canine, yes, the canine in question is in the studio and is currently being very calm and good.
Do you wanna
Uh,
show the audience the
no,
canine in
I'm not
question?
gonna move the camera around.
Really, you're going to deprive the audience of seeing a canine?
I'll maybe I'll at the end maybe I'll say the canine's name and then
Okay,
it will
all hell will
it
break
will
loose.
yeah. Um, but yeah, we're not gonna do that because also it would involve me moving, which might trigger him to move, which might trigger him to think that it's playtime, which it isn't. It's very serious Pokemon show time.
Yeah,
But yeah, I mean this. I would say that this dog is a. I just said the word. Uh,
yeah, great job, asshole.
this is a unique challenge. Um, this is still very much a puppy,
How
and
old is this canine?
this is canine. Well, he can't hear you. You can say the word.
No, I'm saying canine in solidarity,
Okay, okay. Uh,
and to prevent you from accidentally saying dog, even though apparently it's not
well,
helping.
now you're gonna make me do it because you just said it.
What did I say, Matt?
Um,
What did I
I don't
say?
know. I don't know. I can't say it.
Okay.
I refuse to say it in because I might incriminate myself. Uh, no, I mean this canine is oh, you want to know his age? I think he's like somewhere around like 6 months, 8 months.
Okay. And what breed is it?
He is a mix of a poodle and a golden retriever,
Okay.
and he is
Um.
a he is a non-fixed male,
Hmm.
which in this case means that he is very forceful if he wants something, which is unfortunate
What kinds
when
of
he
things
does.
does he want?
Things that if I say the name of, he might think that I'm giving them to him,
You could use,
which
you could use,
some euphemisms. Yeah, we can
yeah, you could
find some
spell it out like
euphemisms or
like he was a baby.
well, there are like there are objects that are ingested not for meals but
Weed,
for reward.
weed treats,
You're almost there.
regular treats, dog treats,
Yes.
Scooby snacks.
Uh, I don't know why I even mentioned those. He's fine with those. Oh, if if there's something that he is playing with, he will sort of shove it into your hand,
Okay.
and but then not let go of it. So it's like, what do you want me to do with this?
Maybe he just wants you to battle him.
Well, yeah, but the thing is, like, you'll do this for like hours straight. Like after I've decided, okay, no, actually, I have to wash dishes. It's just there's no, it's it's I'm almost like reluctant to like start like playing with him because then he just won't stop.
Yeah.
And I've just, I've you know, I had a dog. You remember Velvet. And
Yeah.
Velvet was not
Also known as lawnmower.
and Velvet was not like this. Velvet was a very different dog.
You also briefly had a dog in Seattle, right?
Yes, that dog had major dog aggression issues. That it was a different sort of thing. Like that dog would calm down very nicely. Like you just take the toy away and she would just be like, okay, that's over. I'll just sort of lie down on the couch. But she did not like other dogs, and she did not like being left alone, which was very bad news when I was living in a studio apartment with very thin walls and trying to bring her to work where there were other dogs.
Yeah, it sounds tough.
Yeah, that was, I mean, the day I had to surrender that dog was like on the short list of like worst days of my life.
So,
If we're being very honest.
what was like doggy daycare not an option?
Well, I mean, she was just so aggressive with other dogs that I just didn't see it working out.
Yeah, I guess so. Too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, now we've really we've dredged the bad memory pool. Woof.
I guess woof indeed. Um, I guess yeah. I am not at all a dog person. I am not. I often find myself alienating others through my dislike of dogs. That
Well, I honestly, I'm gonna say something a little bit awful. This dog has made me kind of realize why some people don't like dogs that much.
Ooh, I hope that your friend whose dog you are dog sitting does not listen to this show.
No, I don't think he does. And it's like it's not like because the dog is uniformly bad. It's just, I can understand when a dog is like bad in like certain specific ways. Like I can see that as being super annoying because it is.
Yeah, to me that's just like most of the things that dogs do.
All dog
Yeah,
behavior.
basically, unless they're
I
acting like
don't know.
cats. If they act like cats, I'm good with them.
Yeah, a lot of the time a dog's just gonna, kind of just like lie down and be good.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
This guy's doing right now. He has nice soft fur. He's fun. He's fun when when you're like when you're playing with, throwing him one of his toys and he catches it, and that's fun, but it's not fun after you're done. And his reaction to to being done with that is, trying to mount you. Like that's not great. I didn't ask for that.
Yeah. Uh,
But I mean, there's a lot of dogs that just won't mount you because they don't have their balls, or they never had balls to begin with. So
as somebody who has dealt with a lot of, or I wouldn't say a lot, several kittens in my years, uh, they can also be rambunctious, but because they are tiny, they're mostly harmless. I would not
yeah,
want to
I
deal
mean,
with a small rambunctious animal that is way bigger than a kitten.
yeah, that's part of the thing. Like I'm I'm used to like 40-pound dog. Like I can deal with 40-pound dog maybe like pulling too much on a leash, but like now we're in the neighborhood of 60-pound dog, and with like major puppy energy, and it's a hell of a combination.
Well, my condolences to you.
Well, no, I don't think it's a condolences thing. I think
My
it's just like
condolences to you.
it's just it's like it's an interesting piece of insight. It's like this there are definitely, this is kind of obvious to say, but you have to find a good match between dog and human. And if this were my dog, this would not be a good match.
Well, how long
But
are you
it's
dog sitting for?
something I can tolerate for a week.
Oh, a week. Wow,
Uh,
that's a long time.
yeah, well, I mean, it's a week from like last Saturday, so
So it's almost over.
we're almost done.
Your suffering is about to come to an end.
It's not all suffering.
What are you drinking, by the way? Is that what
I'm
kind of beer
drinking
is
what
that?
I'm drinking water today.
Water.
Drinking water today
What happened to you,
because
buddy? What happened to the Matt I knew and loved?
I won't talk about in too much detail, but I had an upset tummy today.
Okay, and beer does not help with that.
I don't think it would be prudent to be putting fizzy gas into my gutty works right now, so
Fair enough.
we're not going to do that. We're going to put some nice Nice, clean, fresh water through the pipes. Wash the poisons out.
All right. Well, enjoy your cleanse. Um, while you drink your water, I am going to embark us on a segment.
Nice.
The name of this segment is Top 10.
Ooh, boy. Oh, he's so gross. Let's fuck her off my screen.
Yeah, look at you dancing to a song you can't hear. Pretty cool. Of course, the audience can't see it because we are watching this glorious image I made of 10 Hitmontops.
It's not. It does not. Doesn't even match well with the show because it's a Gen 2 Pokemon.
Yeah, but it's the best I could think of.
It's an anachronism.
You know,
I don't care for anachronisms.
it's close enough. So for today's top 10, our question is going to be, of all of the Pokemon,
all the Pokemon.
who have the top 10 worst average or total stats?
Ugh. This is just the shitty version of Charizard, which is bigger.
Of Charizard, which is bigger. What do you mean?
You remember Charizard, which is bigger?
Yes.
What just popped up on your screen?
What do you mean? Nothing did.
I saw a text document.
You may have seen a text document, but the audience did not because I switched back to the top 10.
Okay.
I opened up text documents that I could record your guesses. Why do you think this is like
It's the shitty version of Charizard top 10?
which
Because it
no,
requires,
which is
I
bigger.
think. Yeah, well, it's saying like what Pokemon are better or worse than a thing, except it's all the Pokemon and all the Pokemon compared to all the Pokemon.
Okay, well, if you say so. Nevertheless,
All right, you want to know the worst Pokemon?
I want to know the worst Mons.
All right, Magikarp.
All right, I'm gonna give that a ding. Magikarp is correct.
You have to say where it slots in.
That is number 5.
Okay, because it's Family Feud rules.
Sure. Except it
Give
isn't.
me Caterpie.
Ding. That is number 1.
Fuck yes. Give me some Weedle.
Ding. That is tied for number 1 with Caterpie.
Where was the Carp again?
5.
All right. Let's give me some. Oh, also, are these averages of the base or averages of the stats themselves?
The base, I think.
Because I think that makes a difference.
Okay. Well.
Does it?
I don't think it should.
Well,
It's the total base stat.
Do we want to math about it? I mean, because you're factoring out a constant factor, right? So does it matter?
Okay, what we're looking at is base stats, total base stats.
Okay, I'm surprised you don't want math about it though.
All right, fine. What do you want to math about? Is it like going to introduce ties in certain situations? Is that the idea?
Yeah.
Great job. All right, let's move on.
Okay. Metapod.
Ding, that is number 3.
Kakuna.
Ding, that is tied for number 3.
Okay, now this actually gets difficult.
Yeah, so you got 1 through 5. Now you're looking at 6 through 10.
Now I'm looking at actual like Pokemon that are bad, but like beyond this point, like not like wicked bad, not like the baddest of the bad.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Ditto.
Ditto
Fuck
is
you.
incorrect. And yep, Ditto is not even okay. It isn't completely out of left field. Ditto is number like 16 or something.
I'm upset. I felt like Ditto should have been one of them.
Nope.
Let's see. Um,
Do you want a hint? I can give you a hint.
yeah, give me a hint.
All right. All of the remaining Pokemon, 6 through 10, are unevolved forms.
Oh, oh, really?
Well, you guessed Ditto.
That's the stupidest hint.
You
Well,
guessed
Ditto's
Ditto.
unevolved also.
Okay, what I mean is like they have an evolution they could evolve into.
All right, how about you talk with precision instead of without it?
When I say unevolved, that means like they could evolve. That's the implication.
No, unevolved means they haven't evolved.
All right, well, let's say not fully evolved. How about that?
Ding, 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 ding. You did it.
I did it.
Clefairy.
And Clefairy is actually pretty good. Clefairy
What?
is like number 30 or something. I
Get
don't know.
off the stage. Rattata.
Ding. Rattata is at number 8.
Okay. Huh. Who's worse than Rattata?
So,
Uh,
given that you have 10 guesses total, you have
yeah.
used up 8, so you get 2 more guesses.
How am I doing?
You have 6.
Well, that means I can never get all of them. Those are stupid rules. It should be you get a certain number of strikes.
Fine, you get 3 strikes.
Okay. Pidgey.
Ding. Pidgey is number 7.
All right. Nidoran male.
And Nidoran male is actually pretty close. It's number 12. And you are now out of guesses.
Yep.
So,
All right.
I'm going to go.
Turn them around on the board.
I'm going to go from number 10 up to number 1.
Now, everyone in the crowd, shout it out as you see it.
Okay. So, at number 10, we have Diglett.
Doglet.
Yep. And it's
I can see that.
it's
He's
at
a
a-
little weakling.
It's at a total of 230 stats. By far, its highest stat is speed,
No, really.
and by far its lowest is HP. This guy has a whopping 10 HP. Very sad.
Nice.
It may be the lowest HP Pokemon in the entire game.
I think it is.
Moving on, at number 9, we have Jigglypuff at 225.
Yeah, I'm pissed off. I'm pissed off, and I'm going to tell you why I'm pissed off.
Why?
I was like, it's going to be one of Jigglypuff or Clefairy, but I picked Clefairy because I was like, Jigglypuff has that like good HP.
Yep. Yeah, surprisingly, it's not enough to redeem it. Yeah, Jigglypuff's HP is excellent in this grouping, but in everything else, it's a real stinker.
Yeah.
Then at number 8, we have Rattata at 218.
I got that one. You don't have to turn it around.
Well, I want to talk about its stats.
No one's going to let you host Family Feud with that sort of attitude.
I want to talk about its stats.
Do it.
Okay. So Rattata is pretty similar to Diglett. High speed, low everything else, especially low HP. But it has 3 times the HP set of Diglett. Next we have Pidgey at 216. This is kind of an all-around mediocre Pokemon.
Yeah, he's a tiny bird.
Yep. At 215.
Curious about these ones that slot in here, I think.
Well, this is the only one you haven't gotten yet. At 215, you have Zubat.
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 I can see that. He's early game.
Yeah, Zubat has extremely similar stats to Pidgey. It has one.
Well, they both fly.
It has 1 lower speed, and then it has 5 less defense, but 5 more special.
I got it has that for those Mega Drains.
Yeah, very important Mega Drains.
Yeah.
Then we got Magikarp at 185.
Yep.
Kakuna and Metapod at 180.
Yeah.
And Caterpie and Weedle at 175.
Cool.
So for the record, looking at Caterpie, the very worst Pokemon, versus Zubat, like it's not that big a difference in their stats. It's like 175 versus 215.
Well, I mean, when you get numbers that low, there's just not a lot of numbers in between.
Well said. You deserve a math PhD for that.
That's a mathematical thing, right?
Yeah,
Like the pigeonhole principle.
sure.
I'm calling it the pigeonhole principle.
Okay, that's close enough.
Yeah, there's just not a lot of pigeonholes for all the pigeons.
It's more of a Pidgey hole principle in this case.
Okay,
You'll allow it?
I'll allow it.
Okay.
Also, strong early contender for episode name.
All right. So why don't we move into today's battle?
Sure, let's do that.
So, looking at my team
We're not
here,
gonna do we're not gonna do another live battle today.
we are not. No, that is reserved for episodes where we are supposed to be high but are
Apology
not.
tour
Yeah,
episodes.
apology episodes, yeah. So, leading off on my team, we have a level 45 Ninetales. What's going on, buddy?
I just saw your Golem's nickname.
Well, we can talk about the nicknames in a bit.
Okay, you've finally done good with the nicknames.
You like some other nicknames that I've done in the past.
I've never liked them as much as I like these ones.
Well, I wonder why. So leading off, we have a level 45 Ninetales. This is a very solid Pokemon. It has Confuse Ray, which is like the best thing about it. And other than that, it's just a fire type.
It's fairly fast. That's the other thing.
Yeah, it's fast, it has high special, and it has Confuse Ray.
I think people would use it back in the day, I think, to counter a Jinx lead, because I think it's faster.
Okay, I can see that.
And then could just like either confuse the thing that would switch in or scare the Jinx away.
I'm surprised people would use a fire type, period.
Well, it was really the only fire type that people would use.
Okay, not Butt Duck?
And what's that?
Not Butt Duck?
No one used Butt Duck. You have a thing for Butt Duck, but no one liked Butt Duck.
I like Butt Duck and I cannot lie.
It's like the special's too low. The speed's too low too, I
But
think.
it has Psychic and Confuse Ray.
Yeah, I know. But Ninetales has Confuse Ray and is faster
Okay,
than
and doesn't look like a butt.
and doesn't look like a butt. Yeah.
Okay,
Sorry, Magmar. It's all about the stats, man.
fair enough. Moving on, we have a level 26 Mewtwo. Quite useless Pokemon. Then we have a level 57 Golem, which is,
One of the most ridiculous levelings in the entire format.
yeah, quite possibly the strongest Pokemon in the format at the moment. Hard to say, but very, very strong. What do you think? Choppy's better?
No,
Who would you say is the strongest Pokemon in the format right now?
I would. I don't know. Maybe there were just a couple times I got scared by Moltres, but
Moltres has really dipped recently, though.
I know. But the thing about Golem though is,
It's
like,
a rock round.
yeah, like the rock round low special still means that like your grasses or your waters, like he's still scared of stuff. Like
Yeah.
I feel like for a while Moltres wasn't scared of anything. Like I
Moltres was still scared of a freaking Kabuto.
yeah, like that, and that was it. And the Kabuto couldn't like rock slide it. Like there were two things that would maybe give you pause about using Moltres. Would be rock slide, which is like, okay, I dare you to, maybe you'll miss, and then like the shell dudes, the fossils.
Okay. But yeah, so if
I
not
don't
Golem,
know.
then who?
I don't know offhand.
Okay.
Maybe still Moltres.
No. Never.
I'd say he's a top physical attacker. All right, I'm gonna give him the top physical attacker crown.
All right. I'm giving him the Toys crown. I'm just gonna put that out there.
Okay, you're gonna say he's Gold Toys.
Gold Toys. That's right. Then of course we have Hitmonchan at level 50. According to the format, completely average Pokemon. I would beg to differ. Not a good Pokemon. Not very good. That said, a level 50 in this format, not terrible either. Then we have a level 47 Arcanine, pretty solid fire type, but very redundant with Ninetales. And finally, we have a level 44 Chansey, which is a very good Pokemon. You'll love to see this thing on your team.
You really do. That thing is also. I think this thing's also in a level free fall, but it's appropriate. It's too high.
Yeah.
Its level is still too high.
Yep.
I'm surprised that. It's a sad day when like Mr. Mime is 10 levels lower.
Yeah.
Basically. Though I think Mr. Mime might have passed the inflection point and might be on the way up.
Well, good for Mr. Mime. So yeah, this team, it's real good. This is a really good team. It only has one really bad Pokemon, which is Mewtwo, ironically. It's got friggin' Golem. It's got Chansey. It's got Ninetales, Arcanine. These are all solid Pokemon, and Hitmonchan's, whatever. So
Yeah, Hitmonchan can try.
this is a good team. And yeah, we can talk about the team names, I guess. Of course, this is all Star Fox themed.
Yes.
Some of these are actual official character names, such as Fox McCloud, Cat Monroe, and Wolf O'Donnell. I do wonder how they came up with those names. Like, I understand the first part; it's like the animal that they are, right? Like that part is clear. But like, how they come up with those
You're so smart.
those last names, I don't know. I'm very curious about that. Are they named after people? Is there a reason they're like largely Irish? I don't know.
Is Monroe Irish?
I feel like it could be maybe Scottish. I don't know.
If any Monroes are listening,
If any people from the United Kingdom are tuning in, please let us know about the last name Monroe. Um,
people from Ireland aren't part of the United Kingdom.
if anybody adjacent to the United Kingdom,
If anyone in or on a country that borders,
yeah. If you're from the Isle of Man, please tell us. Um, these other Pokemon are named after either. These are named after quotes.
the quotes from the game.
So there's a memorable quote in which Peppy tells you to shoot the rocks in
Just
Solar.
very emphatically.
Yeah, very. He really wants you to shoot the rocks.
And that's the one. That's the best. That's the best name of this entire lot. I want to think that you started from, oh yeah, let's name Golem the Rocks.
No.
And it was like, oh yeah, there's a bunch of other Star Fox
No,
things.
I started with the Fox McCloud. I always start with the first Pokemon, and then that defines the theme, and then I follow the theme.
Well, that's disappointing to me.
Well, I'm sorry. Of course, the Secret Weapon is the boss of Sector X, who uses his fist a lot. And this one's different, is the boss of Area 6, which is like a big round thing with like a smaller round thing in the middle of it. So it seemed apropos. Moving on. Tell me about
Yeah.
your team.
This is my team. Started off with Venonat. Venonat has bad typing and bad stats, but good moves and good level.
Yep.
That's Venonat for you.
What
This
do
is
you
the
think?
double powder model.
This guy is definitely also like among the top Pokemon in this format. Do you think? What do you take Venonat over Golem as a better Pokemon?
They're so different.
I know.
Like,
That's
this
why
guy
it's fun
can
to compare them.
this guy can double powder,
Yep.
but Golem can just like fuck stuff up.
Yep. But Golem is also more like I feel like Golem is much more fragile than Venonat is.
Yeah, I mean Venonat benefits from all the psychics being very low level.
Yeah.
Also, like this, it's interesting like that this format has allowed some of the poisons to thrive mostly because all the psychics have been beat down too much by their own goodness.
But Venonat is pretty hard countered by fire types, which I have two of.
Yeah, he doesn't like that. He doesn't like psychics either.
So what do you think? What's your gut feeling? Venonat versus Golem.
Shit. It's such a stupid better is such a stupid way to think about this.
Like on average, do
But-
they make you win more? Which one makes you win more? Which one would you rather have in a team?
It's a stupid way to think about things.
Really?
Fine. Venonat. I want a sleeper.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, it's a really tough choice.
But it seems weird saying, "Oh yeah, Venonat's one of the best in the format." I'm like, "Fuck yeah, I got Venonat." But I'd maybe say
I'd be like,
"Fuck yeah,
I
I
have
got."
Venonat. I don't know.
I don't know. It's just like it fills a need. It fills a need on this team. There's no other sleeper.
I'm gonna go with the Golem. I think Golem's better.
Okay.
All right.
I think this whole better premise is stupid, but you're entitled to your wrong opinion.
All right.
All right. Let's see. Blastoise level 41. This guy used to be really good, but his level's kind of too low.
It's still
now.
not bad though. Surprisingly,
bad.
like he's
dur-
actually
he's
pretty
durable.
Yeah.
His main asset's his durability. Beedrill. This guy sucks. This guy's really bad.
Level 47, not the worst.
Yeah, well, he should be like level 60.
Level 60 Beedrill would fuck everything up, man.
I mean, yeah, he can learn Swords Dance, but he's too frail to do stuff with it a lot of the time. I mean, sometimes, like, there have definitely been times, like, if everything is set up right, you can sweep with a Beedrill. But everything has to be set up right. The other guy has to have, like, slow Pokemon that are also, like, have, some sort of physical weakness, so you can just, like, Swords Dance and Hyper Beam stuff. But this guy doesn't even have Hyper Beam. This
That was
guy has a
double
weird
edge.
moveset. Yeah.
Yeah, the Mega
Like
Drain is very
sometimes
questionable.
this guy has agility, which is nice for getting faster than things. Like, you kind of want to do that agility, swords dance, beam, 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 beam sort of thing. But that's hard to set up because
Yeah,
he's just so bad.
that's called the Dream.
Yes. I'm pretty sure either you have swept me or I have swept you with a Beedrill at one point. We can
That
we
sounds
can
right.
we can check the archives.
Okay.
Um anyway, then I had Doglet. This guy doesn't have a lot of HP is something that we learned today on the educational portion of this show.
Yeah, notable for being in the bottom 10 of all Pokemon by average stats.
But like there's the thing is about that is that speed also means crit. So
Yep.
if you have high speed, you get this whole extra thing.
You know what else that doesn't cover? Special also means
Special
special.
is special is two things.
Yeah.
Also HP is two things.
Wait, what do you mean HP is two
Because
things?
it affects it affects your survivability for both physical and special things.
Okay, sure.
Like really, actually, so I would say if we want to power rank the stats,
Attack and defense are probably, they have
well,
to be
but
combined or something, right?
so no, well, I would say like if we just say what's the worst stat, the worst stat is attack
Yeah.
because it only governs your ability to do things, and it works against you when you're confused.
That is such a minor that
I know, but
not even worth calling out.
that's the thing that puts it below defense.
Okay, sure.
If we're that's how we break the that's how
But
we
defense
break the
also
bracket
governs how much
system.
damage you do yourself when you're confused.
Yeah, but but higher defense means you take less, but higher attack means you take more.
Okay, that's true.
So yeah, because it's counterproductive to have high attack in those circumstances. But it's always good to have high defense. You're never gonna be like, no, no, I don't want good defense.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's stat power rankings by
Well, hold on. That's not a.
things
That's
by
just you
months.
only ranked two stats against each
I
other.
mean, you can just the rest. You can just figure out the
No, no,
rest.
hold on. I do want to have this discussion. So after,
Oh, do we?
yeah, no, I think this is actually an interesting topic. So let's see. So we have, and I agree with you. I would put attack on the bottom, then defense, then I'm gonna go with HP.
Yeah, because HP you can't boost.
Okay, that's again. Your reasoning for these is suspect, but okay, sure. I agree with your conclusion, if not your.
No, but like if you have high special, when you boost it, you're boosting a higher number.
All right, I mean that's true. I'm not gonna deny
Or when
that.
you're boosting speed, think with your brain.
But it's also like when you boost some kind of defensive stat, you're effectively boosting your HP.
No.
Yeah.
No, but I'm saying like that the fact that you can't boost HP means that having higher HP is less good than having something that you
No.
can't boost.
What I'm saying
Like if
is
HP was boostable, I think it might be the best. I think it might be the best stat.
here. No, here's what I'm saying. I'm saying that if you have high HP and you use reflect, right, that counts for more than if you have low HP. Think about it. Use your little brain. Use that little pea brain.
Hmm. Whatever.
Moving on. The next best stat I would say is speed, and then I put
Yeah.
special at the top.
Yeah, I do too. I think.
Okay.
You know why I think speed is good? Because you can say I'm more speeded.
You can indeed say that. That is the primary reason that speed is a worthwhile stat in
It's a
Pokemon
good
Generation 1.
stat. Yep.
In conclusion, Diglett not a bad guy. Has high speed.
Yeah, that's quite a digression for no good reason whatsoever.
No, it's to explain that it has a good
We'll have
second
that
most
K. We'll
important
have
stat.
that K in no time.
Yeah.
All right, then I had Ekans, also known as Snail. This guy's
It's not bad. Level
this
61.
guy's okay.
Yeah, this guy's okay.
This guy's his level is doing a lot of heavy lifting.
Yeah.
Um, his move set is just it's like this is like the generic physical attacker move set, like except for glare.
Yeah.
But like I swear, like every single like look at there's like barely any difference between his move set and Doglet's.
Yeah.
They're all almost the same, man. And then if you get him a chop, it's gonna have the same thing. Yeah, you got Kangaskhan, might look similar. It's like, oh, this is what you get if you're a physical attacker.
It's it's an okay loadout.
Yeah, I mean, they could do better. The Pokemon doctors. Anyway, the last guy is Ponyta. Ponyta's better attack than Charizard, which is among its good properties. It's fast. It's fine.
Yeah.
I would say that this team in general does not inspire a great deal of confidence. It's nice to have a Venonat.
Yeah.
That's cool. Diglett can be useful in some circumstances if it's deployed correctly, as can Snail.
Beedrill. Ponyta.
Yeah, Ponyta's good too. Blastoise is fine. There's like a bunch like they're fine.
I'd say this is like on the higher side of average.
Sure, higher side of average.
And this is definitely in good.
Yeah,
solidly in good.
Solidly good. Maybe sniffing great.
Sniffing great. Yeah, okay, sure.
Sniffing great.
That's my cocaine company. Sniffing great. So, let's move into the battle.
Let's battle them.
Let's battle them. So leading off, we have my Ninetales up against your Venonat. Venonat is a terrifying Pokemon, but I'm a Fire type, and I'm faster.
And you're faster.
So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to Fire Blast.
I am going to get the hell out of there. Venonat's too valuable to get toasted by a fox, so I sent out Blastoise, who would sort of shake off anything that a Ninetales could do.
Well, let's see that happen. All right, it indeed shook off that thing that Ninetales did. And yeah, I'm in no mood to get blasted by a Blastoise, so I decided to send in my useless Mon, Mewtwo. This is kind of a questionable decision because seeing the Venonat, I might want to save the Mewtwo to switch into a Sleep Powder. That said, like, my other Pokemon, right, if you look at my team, I got a Golem, that's not going to go well. I got a friggin' Arcanine, bad idea. Hitmonchan, not particularly good against the Blastoise. The only real thing I could bring out is a Chansey.
Are you hiding that? Are you hiding that? Is that your, like, secondary toys?
Yeah, kind of. Like, this guy's a real contender. I'm not sure I want to bring him out this early. It also doesn't really have an attack that's any good against Blastoise, right? Like, it has Ice Beam. It doesn't have Thunderbolt.
Right. So, however, you might scare me into thinking it does.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, I think in this situation, I'm just like, fuck it. Like, I have a Mewtwo. It has Thunderbolt. Like, let's just see what happens.
Yeah, let's just play Pokemon hits Pokemon with a super effective move.
Yeah.
I decided that I was not going to play that game because I figured a switch was coming. I used Body Slam because paralysis and general ability to do damage to things that aren't ghosts.
Yeah, Body Slam because Body Slam. And there it is.
For the sake of Body Slam.
That Body Slam did not actually do that much damage, surprisingly.
It's fine. I mean, it's a non-stab. His level's not super high. Attack isn't amazing. I think he did fine.
Yeah, it did okay.
Don't be mean to him.
I'm gonna Thunderbolt here because that's what you do against a water type.
I decided to Hydro Pump. Yeah, I figured Mewtwo's special is better than its defense, but its defense is also pretty high. I figured stab might be nice. I wasn't sure I'd kill it, but I figured that was my chance to do more damage.
All right. You did indeed do more damage.
I did. I made a good choice.
For the record, this super effective Thunderbolt by Mewtwo did exactly as much damage as Ninetales' Fire Blast. just,
Poor Mewtwo.
just that's what you call a fun fact. So yeah, the Mewtwo.
Do you feel like Mewtwo got what it deserved?
Yeah, Mewtwo is a piece of
Or
shit.
do you feel like this is cruel?
No. I mean, I expect it to bounce back a little bit. Hopefully not too
I
much.
think, but I mean, what happened to Nidorina is cruel.
Yeah.
I think for every Pokemon, we maybe have to assess whether it has been dealt an injustice.
Okay, sure. I will say Mewtwo has not been dealt an injustice. Mewtwo got what it deserved.
Okay.
Even though it is definitively underleveled.
Yep.
All right. So this Mewtwo's dead, but hey, you got some damage in. I'm gonna use Thunderbolt again.
I use Body Slam. It's reliable. Everyone loves Body Slam.
Who doesn't love Body Slam? There it is. All
Look at it go. Yep.
All right.
I thought about maybe Earthquaking, but I didn't want to show that I had that. So why not just use Body Slam?
So I made an interesting switch here. I'm up against a level 41 Blastoise at 46% HP. I want to just finish it off. I decide it's time to bring out Golem. So again, I could easily have brought out Chansey here. Again, wouldn't really have been able to take out the Blastoise particularly easily, but like, usually I like to keep my super duper toysy toys towards the end. In this case, I'm just like, listen, this guy's the only one who can really one-hit KO this thing, and I just want to finish it off now, so I'm like, fuck it, it's Golem time.
Super duper toysy toys.
Yeah.
Do you regret saying it now, having it said back at you?
Nope.
Okay. Suit yourself.
So yeah, here's my Golem, and I'm gonna Earthquake.
Yeah, this felt like Ilya taunting me.
This was not me taunting you.
I selected Body Slam. I was like, oh, maybe Blastoise will hold on. Maybe he's made a major miscalculation in terms of how much damage he's gonna do. Probably won't, but let's just see what happens.
I'm surprised you wouldn't go for Hydro Pump here.
I did use Hydro Pump. That's what I said.
You said Body Slam.
Oh, I meant Hydro Pump.
Okay, same thing.
Yeah, it's a move.
All right, R.I.P. Blastoise.
Yeah, I figured. You know what? I'm gonna send Venonat back out. See if I've eliminated probably the weakest guy on his team. Maybe I'll do some sleep stuff or something.
Yeah, so anticipating the sleep stuff, I decided to send out the second weakest guy on my team since my Mewtwo is now dead. And thus, I switched in Hitmonchan.
I anticipated the anticipation, and I used Stun Spore, which I don't usually do because usually my philosophy is any sleep is good sleep.
Yeah.
But I was, I don't know, I was playing a little different today. Not today, when I played this battle.
All right. And
I used Stun Spore.
Here I am getting fooled and
This
feeling
is
like a
nice.
fool. Yeah, this
is nice.
I was not happy about this. Now Matt can still put one of my other guys to sleep. I don't particularly love getting any of my other guys put to sleep. They're all pretty good. So I also can't really keep in the Hitmonchan because it dies to one psychic from this Venonat.
And he's not speedy, but he's not slow either. It's nice having him paralyzed.
Yeah.
At least for me.
So at this point, I figure he's probably going to be Psychicking. I want to bring in something that can outspeed the Venonat and deal damage to it. And I have two fire types, as it happens. And between Ninetales and Arcanine, I decided to go with Arcanine. Why? I couldn't tell you.
I was Psychicking. You got me.
Here's Arcanine. There's the Psychic.
That's a pretty decent Psychic for... Oh, and I got a special down.
Yep.
That's fun.
So, yeah. Did not appreciate the special down, but nevertheless, you got a Fire Blast here.
Yeah, I went with... I wanted to switch out, and given that my water was dead, I figured I'd fight fire with fire. I would send out my Ponyta,
Yep, makes
and we'd
sense.
just get in a stupid body slamming competition.
Also known as Generation 1 Pokemon. Um, so, yeah, commence Body Slam competition. I use Body
Yep,
Slam.
me too.
I, I don't know about that, man.
Wait, what?
I have my doubts.
Excuse me? Oh yeah. Huh. Yeah, I can't account for this. I used I used Fire Blast. I mean, maybe I figured that like
The special
your
down?
special down.
I don't know. It seems tenuous.
I can't account for this.
Maybe you thought I'd switch in Golem? I don't know.
I think that was part of it. I think I was kind of going for a burn there. I was like, oh, he's got to switch in Golem. I was really predicty this battle.
Yeah. Strange.
Yeah. No, not strange. Sometimes I'm really predicty.
Okay.
Sometimes I'm not. I try to keep it different.
All right.
I keep it unusual. Keep it different on a daily basis.
Well, here's your keeping it different. You are using Fire Blast against an Arcanine. Let's see how that goes.
Yeah, it's fine.
You got a crit.
Look,
It dealt 38%.
that's a good butt of damage.
I got a crit too. It dealt
Yeah,
a lot
wow.
more
Do
damage.
you want a prize?
I wouldn't mind. Like, are you offering? Yes, sure.
Okay.
Um,
I switched to body slam.
yeah, well done.
I was
Uh,
like, if Ilya can do it, so can I.
yeah, and I think yeah, I go for a body slam as
I'm
well.
pretty sure I used the fire blast for the golem case. I'm now I think that's what I did.
All right, that's
When did
fine.
we do this bit? When did we play this one?
This was a little while ago.
Yeah. There's a little peek behind the curtain. I like to usually watch the battle before. I didn't do it. I'm going in blind. I
Wow.
was having so much fun from when I did that for the high battle.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, it's just that's the Mans who play Mons commitment to quality. This is great. This part's great. The part
Yeah,
where I do the paralyzed thing and there's the full par. That was really great. I was really happy about that.
yeah. It's not the best, but again,
No, it is the best
here's the thing. Here's the thing. From
from
my
my perspective.
perspective, that was odd. Let's pretend that didn't happen. From my perspective, the Arcanine and the Ninetales are basically the same Pokemon here, and
No, one's a horse and one's a dog.
shut up. They're both fire types. They both are about equally strong. They have like the same speed. They basically do the same thing. All right.
But
Now,
one's a horse.
shut the fuck up.
This is just a dog.
You're saying that word that you were not supposed to
Oh, I
say.
know.
You're gonna get mounted.
Yeah. Well, it would be something amusing for the viewers.
It's true. All
Maybe
right.
that's how we get our K.
Yeah, maybe you should endeavor to get mounted.
Yeah.
Um, anyway, long story short, yes, this Arcanine just got completely destroyed by that Body Slam, but again, I don't think it's a huge deal because I still have the Ninetales to fall back on. So yeah, I use the Body Slam here.
I use Body Slam too. Body Slam's cool. Body Slam's great. Look at it. Oh, the horse attacked the dog. Oh, wow. Trampled.
All right. Um, yeah, to finish off this Ponyta, I just had to bring in Chansey. Ponyta really can't do a single fucking thing against the Chansey. Like, it's completely ineffectual. So, that's why I switch in.
Yeah, I switched out. I don't want my horse getting, like, paralyzed. The horse is still fast. The horse can mess up a lot of the other mons. So I want the horse not to get paralyzed. I figured I'd send out Beedrill, mostly just as a sacrifice, but also maybe Beedrill could get in a couple swords dances and hit the Chansey with a move. Like, that's something that could happen.
Yeah, potentially.
Yeah, Beedrill.
Okay, I use
The
Thunder Wave.
solid choice
I use Thunder
when
Wave.
you are willing to sacrifice a Pokemon. Sacrifice Beedrill.
And it is now paralyzed. At this point, I use Reflect because this guy has physical attacks, and I have almost no defense. So Reflect, it's a good move.
I used Swords Dance. I was gonna try to power up against this thing. Might not be able to, but it's a Beedrill. It's mostly just there to give me a free switch.
All right. There's Reflect, and there's Swords Dance.
Yeah, the Reflect was a little annoying. You don't see that on every Chansey, but I didn't like it that much. I didn't hate it.
All right. Now it's time to lay down the pain with Ice Beam.
Yeah, if he's gonna Reflect, I'm gonna have to make myself a little bit stronger. So I decided to throw up another Swords Dance and see what happened.
All right. And here you are vomiting your Swords Dance.
I was pretty glad that your attack did less than a third.
Yeah, it
Of
was
course,
pretty
I'm gonna be
disappointing.
taking a shit ton of recoil, so
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing, is Chansey's HP is enormous, so double edges against it are quite deadly
yeah.
to the attacker. But yeah, I was surprised at how little Ice Beam did here. Like, it's a freaking Beedrill. But anyway, it's
Not in bottom 10. So
yep. So yeah, I'm
also, why didn't you have the image upside down and play the song backwards? Because you didn't do a top 10, you did a bottom 10.
Hey man, I did top 10 lowest stat Pokemon. What?
That's
That's a thing.
that's yeah, that's not good.
The real answer is because it would have taken too much effort, and also I'm not clever enough.
Okay. You didn't even think about it?
Nope.
Okay, that's fine. I didn't think about it until now, so
Great job. Um, yeah,
thanks.
I'm still ice beaming.
Okay. I double edge.
Yeah, you don't want to go to 4x attack. That's too greedy.
Yeah, that's just being too powerful.
That's testing the limits of a Beedrill.
Yeah.
And double edge, 42%, not bad. All right.
Not bad at all.
Um, at this point, I can either ice beam or recover, and I think I'd rather just ice beam here and finish it off. I don't want to risk getting crit or something stupid, so I go with an ice beam.
Double edge.
All right, Beedrill.
I'm dead. Well, I'm a little upset that I don't really. This is a situation you kind of like to be in. Like you have a Chansey at half HP. Granted, it has a Reflect Up, but God, I'm mad that I don't have something with like a strong enough move that will crit and kill the thing. I don't think Diglett's Slash will do it.
Nope,
It's
certainly
not
not.
powerful enough. So I decided to send out Venonat, just sort of figuring, well, maybe I can put this Chansey asleep. Or now I've seen all of Ilya's guys. The worst case scenario is he switches out Hitmonchan, which is already paralyzed, and then the sleep powder fails, but then I'll just psychic or whatever. So I figured like all of these are nice targets for a sleep powder, or I could hurt a Hitmonchan. That sounds like, nothing but good things.
Yep,
So I sent out Venonat.
makes sense to me. And yeah, I don't want to get put to sleep here. So anticipating sleep powder, I send in my only status Pokemon, which is Hitmonchan.
I powdered just because you gotta try it. You just gotta. You gotta try things.
All right.
Okay, you're fine with this, like whatever.
So at this point, I can't keep this guy in here because he's gonna die to about 1.5 psychics. So I switch in my hard Venonat counter, which is Ninetales.
I did a psychic. I figured, you know what? Worst case scenario, he switches, and then I've done some damage to someone.
And let's see that damage to someone. All right, that was a crit.
See, that
Unfortunately
was
for me.
good.
Yeah, that was
See,
a lot.
good things happen
This is
sometimes.
not what I wanted to see. So here, I figure you're not going to keep in the Venonat against my faster fire type. You're probably going to send in another Pokemon, so I go with Body Slam.
I did send in another Pokemon, and I sent in Ponyta. I was like, maybe he'll do Fire Blast, and then Ponyta will resist it, or maybe he won't totally kill it with a Body Slam. And then I'm like faster, right?
Yep.
So yeah, then I might be able to hit the fox.
All right. There's the Ponyta. Here's the Body Slam.
It's a defensible move. The crit ruined it.
Yeah.
The crit ruined my cool plan. Thanks. Thanks for that.
All right, what next, Matt?
Doglet time.
And why Doglet here?
Dog is gonna earthquake your fox.
Yeah, makes sense to me.
The dog is fast.
It is
The
indeed
fox
2 points faster than Ninetales.
The fox does not like the quake.
All right. So yeah, I think this Ninetales is too valuable to let it get killed by a Ditto. I still want it to deal with
A Ditto?
Sorry, a Diglett.
Take it back.
I apologize for that.
What a horrible thing to say.
I don't know.
However, Ditto is not in bottom 10.
That's true.
Diglett is.
Um,
Oh my god. I'm now thinking very differently about having been called Diglett in the past.
Yeah, I mean maybe that person who called you Diglett knew that Diglett was the number 10 worst Pokemon in terms of its stats.
Yeah, wow. Huh. That really stings.
Anyway, I don't want this Diglett wreaking havoc on my Ninetales. I want to keep the Ninetales for the Venonat. So I switch in my fall guy, which is Hitmonchan.
Yeah, I use Earthquake. There might be a switch, but could still maybe crit on it.
All right.
Who knows what great things could happen.
In fact, you do very little damage.
Yeah, that wasn't great.
So yeah, now it's Body Slam time. Maybe I can paralyze something. Would be nice.
Yeah, I figured that my guy who was gonna fight Hitmonchan was gonna be Ekans. Diglett's for saving for more important things. Ekans, whatever. Let two shitty Pokemon fight each other.
All right. And here comes Ekans. That is a very good Body Slam.
That was a good outcome.
That I was
you.
never expecting to do anywhere near that much damage, even with a crit. So I'm very happy to see this. And seeing this now, I figure this is a toughie. I'm not.
This is the weirdest
This is a
thing.
very strange. I'm trying to think about what I was thinking here.
I have no idea what you're thinking. Were you thinking, Matt could really use a bit of a favor, or a whatchamacallit, I don't know, handicap.
Yeah, I find this next decision baffling. Let me just put that out there. What I do is I switch in Ninetales. Into.
Did you hit the wrong button?
No, I did not. I definitely did this on purpose. I'm not sure why. Let's talk this through.
Again?
Let's talk this through. So
Okay.
this Ekans is almost certainly using Earthquake because that's its most powerful attack, and the Hitmonchan's already paralyzed.
Yep.
I definitely will almost certainly die if I switch in Ninetales here.
I can't see that as anything other than the worst possible switch. I mean, the switch to Chansey isn't great either.
Maybe what I'm figuring is that this Ninetales is completely countered by the Ditto. Wow, I don't know why I keep doing that. By the Diglett. This Ninetales is utterly countered by the Diglett, and so maybe I'm thinking it's not as valuable right now, even like at 41%, HP. It's less leg, so to speak. I don't know why I care so much about the Hitmonchan though. Like,
just let these two shitty guys fight each other.
Yeah, it's weird, but yeah. Long story short, I switched to Ninetales.
This is why you'll never be the number one person on the elitist server.
Yeah. What was your move?
Earthquake, obviously.
Okay. And RIP Ninetales.
I'm just like, thank you.
Yeah.
What's the master plan here? How am I gonna fuck this up?
I guess we'll find out. At this point, I decide to send in Chansey, since I want to get you paralyzed.
Okay. I use Earthquake again.
And
That's working pretty well for me.
I use Thunder Wave.
Glare's also probably not a bad idea here, but I was thinking, maybe the way this battle shakes out is it ends up being like Venonat versus Chansey at some point, and I'd be really regretting not being able to put it to sleep in that circumstance. So I
Yeah,
just
yep,
used a move.
makes sense.
I didn't use a fancy move. I just used a normal damage causer.
All right. So now I'm ready to unleash the fury of this Chansey. So this Chansey just paralyzed the Ekans. It took less than half HP from the Earthquake. I'm ready to just soft-boiled away to my heart's content because, sooner or later you're going to be fully paralyzed and then I can just finish you off and I'll be at full HP. It's going to be great. So I use soft-boiled.
I used Earthquake. I was pretty pissed about this, like, the fact that I didn't kill the thing in one hit because I'm like, oh, this guy's just going to recover. But for whatever reason, I was still on my thing of, man, I don't really want to paralyze him. I want to leave the option for sleep open. So I was just basically thinking, you know what? I'm just gonna keep on just like hitting this guy with moves.
All right. This is what you call a turn.
This is the most amazing thing that's ever happened.
So let's zoom in here a bit on this text. Chansey used soft-boiled. In Gen 1, recovery moves fail if user's maximum HP minus user's current HP plus 1 is divisible by 256.
So,
but it failed.
First of all, that message is not is it is what are the things about math that I'm trying to say?
I don't know.
It doesn't cover every case. It's correct, but it's not exhaustive.
Okay.
Because also you could have for a Chansey at level 100, you could also have a 512 difference, and it will also fail if it's at 512.
That's what this thing's saying. It's divisible by 256.
Oh, it says divisible.
Maybe you should try reading instead of acting like a big smarty pants.
Oh, okay. Well, I got that slightly wrong. All right.
Great job.
Good job, Pokemon people.
Yeah, well, good job in writing the thing correctly, but
yeah,
I would argue bad job
in
implementing
choosing this mechanic.
Yeah, this. So
this is the stupidest thing to emulate.
Here's what's interesting, right? You look at this bug, obviously a bug that's on purpose being emulated here. Compare it to another bug that's very similar, the 1 out of 226 mischance. Those
superficially similar.
Those things look very similar at first blush because they both involve a move failing roughly 1 out of 256 of the time.
Actually, not roughly, exactly.
Well, I would say that in the case
given
of this
given a good random number generator.
No. I'm saying given Pokemon's HP distributions.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Dr. Statistics.
Thank you. So, at first glance, Matt and I, for the record, both enjoy the 1 out of 226 mischance mechanic.
Best mechanic in the game.
And we both find this mechanic distasteful. Here's
beyond distasteful, disgusting.
Here's my. Let me tell you why I find this distasteful. Okay, and then you can tell me whether or not you have a different reason.
All right.
Because I've been mulling this over. Because this mechanic, I haven't really dealt with it very much. You don't see it very often at all.
Dude, I've been mulling this over too.
Well, glad that we've both been mulling. So here's the thing about this mechanic.
If only there were like an audience of people, of basically clones of us, but like offset by a week so that they haven't thought of this yet.
Yeah. They'd get their minds blown.
We would have our K, but I feel like we're probably the only two people in the world who think this particular way about this particular bug.
I don't know about that. But anyway, here's how I feel about it. My feeling
never mind.
My feeling is the 1 out of 256 mischance bug, that's kind of like a serendipitous occurrence. It's like once in a while, randomly something will happen, and it's going to change the course of the battle in a dramatic way, and it's exciting and it's interesting, and you can't predict it, and it just gives you a little bit of joy and whimsy. Yep. This mechanic, this forces you, if you want to play well, to look at exactly how much HP your Pokemon has and calculate whether or not it's a multiple of 226, which is so fucking stupid and annoying to have to do.
If anyone does that, I'm just gonna say
I guarantee you.
that is an insufferable person.
Matthew, I have bad news for you. The people on the 1500 plus rated Generation 1 battles absolutely think about this.
Well, that means I find that behavior. I'm not going to say that the person isn't insufferable, but that sort of behavior I think is insufferable.
So
when you are actually like, it's like, you know how they have like the chess with the clock and stuff?
yeah.
Like when you're doing Pokemon, honestly, even the timers that they have on this are too long. It should be like 2 seconds you get to make your move.
Matt, you generally take
Like,
more time to make your moves than I do.
like stop fucking thinking. No, the reason why I do that sometimes is I feel like sometimes if you take longer, you do different things. So I'm
Yeah,
kind of
it's called thinking. It's called taking time to think about your decision.
sometimes I have my move picked, but I'll pick it and then I'll cancel it and then I'll pick it again just to like see if you've spent a long time thinking because I might change my move then.
Okay, that's clever.
Yeah, see, that's not insufferable.
But yeah, long story short, basically the reason I like the one mechanic and hate this one is because the 1 out of 256 miss mechanic is it doesn't force you to like pay attention to this stupid little random thing and like
Yeah.
like basically it just happens or it doesn't happen and it's outside of your control. This
Yep.
one, if you're in the business of trying to win Pokemon, you
If
now
you
have
are
to
insufferable,
you now have
this
to
gives you a chance to be even more insufferable.
you now have to do this like annoying calculation in order to play as well as you can. And
Yeah.
that's why I think it's a piece of shit bug that should
Capital
not be
F,
emulated.
fuck that.
So is your
Um,
reasoning the same?
Very much the same. However, I have a secondary piece of reasoning.
Okay.
Um, the move miss bug could totally not be a bug. If we look in isolation of just the game itself and not like stadium and stuff that like came later,
Yeah.
it totally could have been the intent to say, yes, we wanted to use less than and not a less than or equal to. This is just very obviously they only checked the. I'm not going to go too much into this.
Thank you.
I'm just gonna say the thing without any explanation, and we're just gonna deal with it. This is they only check the low bits. Like everyone makes this mistake at one point in their life, but
Literally every human being on Earth.
yes. But yeah, this is so much. This is something that you can look at it and you can just say, oh yeah, definitely a bug. The other thing you have to do some like, I don't know. You have to look at the greater Pokemon ecosystem to sort of say, yeah, the 256 miss isn't a bug. I like to think, maybe even they weren't even thinking about it as like a bug at the time, and like whoever was porting the engine over to Stadium was like, oh, they obviously didn't mean that, but they were just more whimsical than whoever ported it over to Stadium.
Yeah, Stadium decidedly less whimsical in its mechanics.
I know. Sleep at 3 turns?
Hyper Beam that you don't get the extra, you don't get a free no recharge if you faint.
Yeah.
What is that bullshit?
I mean, it does let focus energy work, but
yeah, that's the one good
I
thing.
mean, one could even say that like broken focus energy is kind of whimsical.
It is hilarious that you would 1/4 your crit chance. That's the stupidest thing. A move that only serves to make you crit less often.
Yeah, it's good with Swords Dance.
Yeah, it's exactly what you want. Yeah. Anyway, that was
this
certainly a
might
turn.
be like our least. I think this is our least relatable show yet.
I don't know.
You're getting in the fucking weeds.
I think this mechanic.
I like it.
It's
I
fascinating.
like it. I think we should lean into being unrelatable. But
okay. Yeah, that's why I talked about how I hate dogs. So yeah, that turn sucked for me. It was a real garbage turn because of a real garbage mechanic. I'm like,
I liked it. I'm not gonna say I liked the mechanic, but I liked what happened.
So at this point, I am ready to finish off the Ekans, and the Pokemon that can do that is Golem.
Yep.
And hello, Golem. And
Hi.
it is time to use Earthquake.
I figured just let Ekans eat it.
Yeah, it's done its job.
I've used probably like Glare, something like that.
R.I.P.
Yep. Bye.
What's next?
I sent out I sent out the gnat.
All right, here comes the Gnat. There's the Gnat. All
There
right.
he is.
I am very concerned about Sleep Powder. And Golem. I'd rather just, I could try and just, Rock Throw or something here, but I'm just really concerned about
Rock throw,
Rock Throw. Yeah.
rock slide.
Okay,
Rock
whatever.
throw's the bad one.
All right. They're both
They're both
they're
bad.
both bad.
Rock throw's the worst one.
Okay. Um.
Rock throw.
Any-
Why would rock throw even be like in your vocabulary of things that you might say?
I think
Have
it's
you been like
because
have you been playing early game?
no. I think
Have you been playing early game?
no. I think
Okay,
Rock
good.
Throw is more memorable to me because we imagined one of our professors using it against an annoying student.
Yep.
Um, yeah, we had a
We have fun.
during freshman year of college. We created Pokemon movesets for some of our people that we interacted with.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, who hasn't done that? Surely that's something that everybody's
Yeah,
done.
everyone's done that. It's
Yeah.
just like not checking the high bites.
Yeah. Um. So yeah, I switched to Hitmonchan. I don't want to get
Always
sleep.
check the high bites.
High bits. I think you mean.
Well, no.
Yes.
It's bits and also bites. Because there's the one low bite gets you 0 to 255. Dude. So if I say check the high bites, you have to check any bites before the first one.
All right. This
Those are
bites.
the high bites.
This conversation bites. Let's move on.
That's worse than anything that I've said. That is worse than anything that I have said.
All right. What move did he use?
Mega Drain. I figured this was a good sort of like this was a good middle ground. Like Sleep Powder, maybe he'll switch. Psychic, it'll be good against the Hitmonchan, but I can probably just use a Mega Drain and then use a Psychic, and that's probably enough. But if he keeps in the Golem, he's gonna feel really dumb about having a Golem in here. That Mega Drain is gonna do a lot to him. So I used Mega Drain.
Okay.
I think Psychic's probably actually the better thing in retrospect, but
Yeah.
I'm not really. I'm not. I'm not too beat up about this because, I've worn down this Hitmonchan a little bit.
Yeah. This thing's
I'm
like a
not
whopping...
scared that the Psychic's not going to kill him.
Right. So yeah, I'm hoping that I can hang on. I use Body Slam.
Psychic.
All right. R.I.P. Hitmonchan.
Yeah,
So
try holding on to that.
that's what you call the Matlocadar switch,
Fist.
where I switched out a Pokemon and now I find myself in exactly the same position I was earlier, only worse.
Yeah.
So that is a patented Matlocadar move.
Mhm.
Yeah. So at this point,
I think you've been the mat in this battle.
in what
Your
way?
tactics have been unsound.
Yeah, I've made some odd decisions. I won't deny that. At this point, I'm just praying that whatever move you use misses. I'm still super worried about a Sleep Powder here, but I go ahead and use Rock Slide.
I decided to use the Drain. I don't know why. I figure like Sleep is probably way safer because am I gonna really one-hit KO the Golem? But
No.
I used the Drain. I was like, fuck it. Let's do this thing.
Okay. This I find somewhat questionable, but let's see how it plays out. So it missed, which was nice. Here is the other mechanic we were talking about, which we find delightful.
Yeah, this is a good mechanic.
Yeah. I love...
But it fucked me over, so, For whatever reason, the good mechanics have been good to me and the bad mechanics have been bad to me.
Um,
No, that's the reverse. Yeah,
yeah,
it's the
it's the reverse.
reverse.
So yeah, this is a great turn. I want to see more turns like this. I use Rock Slide again.
Yeah, I was very displeased uh, about everything.
Okay.
Yeah, I mega drained. I still don't know why I didn't sleep powder. You gotta sleep powder here, Matt. You gotta
Yeah,
sleep powder.
you're just hooked on that 4 times weakness. You
I'm
can't see
hooked.
anything else.
Yeah, it's just it's tempting.
Also, Phlanix. There's the Mega Drain.
Okay, this pissed me off so much. That was so little damage. So
44%
little
is a lot.
damage. No.
It's a first evolution bug type Pokemon using a grass move with 40 base power. Come on.
It's Golem.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know what your fixation with Mega
Also,
Drain
fuck
is.
your crit.
Yeah, it was a great crit. That crit was exactly what I needed. Yeah, this went well. I hung on. I killed your stupid bug. I didn't get put to sleep.
Also, you didn't want to do the battle until this turn when I was like, ooh, things might actually be good for Ilya. What do? You say, oh yeah, I want to do this one now.
I'm just saying those last 2 turns were there was something else. You got a 1 out of 56 miss on Mega Drain, and then we got a critical Rock Slide from a Golem. Those are neat turns.
Yeah, okay.
All
Okay.
right. So you got to send out Diglett here.
I gotta send out my dog.
This is an interesting situation here.
Yeah.
So
This is not the
here,
worst matchup in the world.
here I
It's
don't
not
really know
the
what to think
best.
about it. I am worried that an
You
earthquake
should have
from
blown up.
I am worried that an earthquake from me may not one hit KO this thing. And I'm also worried that if this thing crits on its earthquake, I mean, who knows what'll happen? Maybe it gets a crit on its earthquake, it gets me down to like almost dead, and then it finishes me off next turn. I can definitely see realistic avenues where I lose this one. And if I just explode here, I'm at least guaranteed a draw, which, well, unless it misses, but basically guaranteed a draw. Um, that said, I'm feeling
What if
greedy.
not if I crit you?
I'm
Crit you,
feeling.
you die.
Well, no, I don't think you. I don't think you kill me on a crit here.
I crit you, you die. I think that.
We'll see.
That's what I think.
We'll see. We will see.
Or that is what I was thinking.
So I decide to play greedy. I go with the earthquake. I hope that the combination of my incredibly high level, my superior stats, and your teeny tiny HP will give me the one hit KO I deeply desire.
What I thought, earthquake.
Okay, great. There's the earthquake, didn't crit,
Oof.
and there's my one hit KO. All right.
Bad fucking
For
news.
the record, your earthquake did 26%. I still have 29% left over.
It's not necessarily 2 times. It could have gotten a different roll. Different things could have happened.
Yeah.
It could have happened. It could have not happened.
Most likely, a critical hit would not have fainted me.
Yeah. I think overconfident statement, but whatever. It's not new.
But yeah, that was the battle. I managed to pull it out using my golem, aka the Toys, even
One.
despite my poor play. So it worked out. In the end, it worked out.
Yeah. Not using sleep there. God,
Yeah, that was dumb.
that was really weird. That is not what I usually do. I feel like maybe someone else played this battle. Maybe someone else was logged into my account.
Yeah, I
Because
also feel like I wasn't really playing it like myself either.
were we just like having out of body experiences, just like watching other souls occupy our bodies playing Pokemon while we sort of hovered above eating potato chips?
Yeah, who knows? I mean, that's not the way I recall it, but maybe that's what happened.
Yeah.
So, for my team, MVP has to be a Golem. This guy did a ton for me. It got a very important crit against the Venonat. It stood up like a badass against a Diglett. generally speaking, it fulfilled
It
its role.
stood up against a Diglett.
I'm just saying, I was very worried about that Diglett. Um, yeah, this thing did great. LVP is Mewtwo for obvious reasons. I mean, all it did was land a pretty weak Thunderbolt against a Blastoise. So, yep.
Fuck. Who did well and who did bad on my team? I don't know, man.
I feel like your Ekans did pretty well. I don't know.
Yeah, sure. Let's give him MVP. He's a stupid snake. He did fine.
LVP probably Beedrill.
He did damage to a Chansey.
Blastoise?
I don't know. These were not memorable Pokemon. Like, yeah. Fine. Yeah, I'll let you pick. Yeah. Ekans MVP, Beedrill LVP.
Great. This is the Ilya picks Matt's Pokemon.
I'm sorry. I just can't. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I just have like none of them seem like they did anything.
Okay. Maybe this is why you need to drink during our battle so you can make definitive statements.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you become too wishy-washy.
Yep.
Just like what's in your water bottle there.
Yeah. I think basically in this episode I tried to argue that the concept of best doesn't exist. So
if you
maybe
think
not the greatest thing to do.
if you had played differently, do you think you could have won this?
Yeah, I fucking sleep powder, it hits. Battle over.
Yeah. So
Battle over.
great job, dummy.
I don't know, man. I just thought it was gonna do more. You know?
Yeah, I
It's
feel
not
like you make fun of me for like pursuing like strange super effective choices on inappropriate Pokemon. Like when I'm on like a Persian and I'm using like, Bubble Beam or something.
Well, you do weird things that are like intended. In my mind there's a whole category of like Pokemon move choices that are basically for 4x weakness only. And I would never even consider using them in any other circumstances.
Okay.
So that's what you're talking about. You're talking about your level of like breaking out a weird bubble beam.
Yeah, against like a Sandshrew.
No. Rock rounds only.
Okay, cool.
I'm pretty sure Slash will do more damage.
All right. I do not want to pursue this.
Sure. But also your love of Tauros blizzards is baffling to me. Because
what can I say? They just, they have some nice ice cream flavors in them.
The guy has one of the best attacks in the game and stab on body slam. And there you go using Blizzard. Like a chump.
Okay. All right. Point being, you made a similar mistake here with your dumb Mega
No,
choice.
because I was over fixated on getting my 4X. You are using it despite not having the 4X. We are differently bad at this game.
Okay, fair. All right. Given that it is a long-ass episode, why don't we wrap this thing up?
Yeah, how'd that happen?
I don't know.
Too much dog talk.
I think maybe we spent probably like 30 minutes in a fugue state talking about Pokemon mechanics when we were discussing that bug. I don't know what happened. Anyway, this has been episode 41 of Mans Who Play Mons. You can find our website at tinyurl.com/manswhoplaymons. You can email us to let us know what you think of the Chansey or of the recover bug.
Good opinions only.
We will get there, listener. You can email us at manswhoplaymons@gmail.com. You can also tell your friends about our show so that they too can be subjected to in-depth discussion of why certain bugs are good or bad in Pokemon.
Maybe that should just be the show.
Maybe not. Maybe let's table that. Let's put that idea on hold there. Until next time, I have been Ilya.
I've been Matt.
And why don't you show us that dog?
All right, let's see if I can make this happen.
I'm excited. Oh, you can't hear me. Now I can say all sorts of bad things about you, and you'll never know. You'll literally never know that I'm calling you a dumb idiot who smells bad. Hey, it's a cute dog. I couldn't. You wouldn't be able to tell that that thing's a golden retriever. Like, it just looks like a poodle. Yeah, I can't imagine that thing being the menace that it was described as. It's just, it's just sitting there. I wonder how long Matt is going to keep the camera on it. I feel like I would expect him to like move the camera back at this point. I guess he's not going to. So I will adjourn this so that this doesn't become an hour more of us staring at a dog.
I don't have my headphones on. I can't hear you. So, because
Yeah,
I have to hold the camera.
I get it. I
Should probably just end the show.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. So yeah, thank you for watching, and we will see you in a week.